Hello, everyone. Hello, Facebook. Hello, Instagram. Hello, YouTube. Hello, everyone, everywhere. How are you? This is Marita, one who catches lightning at the Path of Ish, coming to you live from the big island of Hawaii, here to give you the energy update of where we are in the Mayan calendar as we end one Trecena, since today is the end of one Trecena. So we're in the tone of 13 today. And we're ending a Trecena of CIB, which was about forgiveness, about the ancestors, about being able to look back and look at your stories and be able to see who has informed your stories. How far do your stories go back? As humans, we are amazing storytellers. Hi, Rhonda. And we are so good at convincing ourselves of things. I once did a class about, when people ask me like, well, Marita, how do I change what I'm doing, right? How do I change what's going on? Look at your habits, right? There is this quote. I actually believe it was Mahatma Gandhi. It might not have been. I think there's some Snopes action going on that. But it's talking about how your beliefs become your thoughts become your words become your actions become your habits become your destiny, right? And so I used to do a whole class on that, which I'll probably do again, about our cognitive biases, these glitches that we have that 99% of the time inform our reality, inform our action, inform what we do and who we are. So this is really about this last 13 days. And today is the last day of the 13 days to really, really look. Where am I standing in my story, en mi historia? What am I saying to myself? What is my perception of reality, of the reality around me, the reality that I've created, and the reality, and this is the thing, you must take responsibility. You must take responsibility for the reality that you are creating or you are informing or being informed by. So today is an amazing ability and day to be able to connect with the energy in the tone of 13, which is about, oh look, my dog was playing with my hair, which is talking all about endings and beginnings, right? Because from 13 we're going to go into 1. So if you feel yourself as that, we're still feeling some of this moon energy, powerful moon energy. In the Vedic astrology, it was really about rhythm and sound and movement and energy, right? Vibration. So if you're still feeling about the reverberation of the vibration of the moon, then you are in the right place. So as we're changing, right, as we're in this in-between of ending one Trecena and then looking to the future, right? And we have a tendency of looking to the future a lot, right? We have this amazing relationship with time, which is what's another thing to examine, is how you keep things frozen in time. Your present you're not even aware of, and you're always looking to the future. So today I invite you to welcome all of the energias, the tone of 13, the tone of 1, the end of the Trecena of CIB, the beginning of the Trecena of MULUC. And what is going to be happening is we're going to be switching from this ability of letting go and stepping into an energy of equilibrium. MULUC is the energy of fire and water. And if you're in my course right now of either my cacao course or in my Path of Ish course, we're talking about the fire of transformation. So right in there, that Trecena of fire. And that energy of the balance of fire and water. So many people think that fire and water do not exist together, but they do. How many people have tea or coffee in the morning or heat things up, heat water up for a bath or heat water up to wash things, right? There we go. Heat, fire, and water can exist in equilibrium, right? They can exist together. There is that middle point where both are giving to each other. But to get to that equilibrium, to get to that point, we have to be willing to allow people their karma. I'm going to say that again. To get to that equilibrium, as we move away from the stories that we have discovered, inform and continue to inform our reality that we are reactive to, we have to let go of trying to solve other people's karma. I'm going to let that settle in for a second. When we allow ourselves, when we look at ourselves and look at our creation, whether it has been informed, right? All our creation is informed, but then we choose so many times, so many times, we think that our change is only possible if we bring others with us. I'm not saying, don't leave a person behind. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that when you forgive, you are no longer engaging, right, in the karma of that situation that might have been holding you back, including someone else. I'm going to give you an example, nostalgia. Nostalgia is very powerful, whether you are nostalgic about something that you loved or not. You're stuck in I had a moment this week where I was reflecting on my whole life and reflecting on this whole year, and really looking at what have I not let go of, right? I teach all my students. It's amazing practice. It's 600 years old. I teach it to the general public as well. And it's about clearing your agendas, right? And as I'm going through my practice, right, that has been taught and handed down to me, thank you, teachers and elders, I thought that I was doing pretty good, but then all of a sudden I realized I hadn't let go of a lot of stories because I was still angry. I like balance, right? I like justice. And I felt there was injustice in these moments that I wasn't willing to let go of. And so I was clinging to them. And in clinging to them, I had frozen them into one timeline, one version of Marita, one version of the circumstances. And what ancestors came to tell me, said, Marita, what are you doing? Start losing your grip on this. And as you lose your grip on these stories, you're going to be able to look at the other side of them. You have frozen them in time. You have frozen yourself in time. And you're not allowing yourself to move on, or you're not allowing the other people in that transaction to accept their karma. You're trying to change it. You're trying to change yours and theirs, and you're just like convoluted in the situation of whether it was just or not, right? And I can be on both sides of it. Whew. In taking these moments to connect to the ancestors, to be able to connect to my biases that had informed my reality, that had kept me frozen in time, by asking for help, the moon and the energies and my ancestors helped me to see, they unfroze what I was not resolved about and said, look, as you are okay with just being unresolved, even that is a move. I'm resolved to be unresolved. Even that will open up the door for things to start healing and changing. And then I can walk out of that situation seeing a different side of myself. Therefore, I can let that side of myself grow and change and catch up with me. This adventurous part of myself, right? And as I allow that, I unmask the story and unmask myself and allow myself more potential, more space for me. Not just in the past, but now. So, as that shifts and changes, and I allow that part of myself that was stuck to catch up to me now, I can live more cohesively. And part of that cohesion is not being tied up to other people's karma. Forgive yourself, forgive the situation, and allow things to be. It's not easy. It's not easy. It is not easy. I'm not saying that I'm denying myself or not setting good boundaries or taking care of myself or not looking at my anger, which is grief, or not allowing myself to heal. I'm saying I am allowing myself to heal by allowing myself to be more than the stuck stories I was in. So now, as that energía of CIB is changing and we go into balance, now I can look, if I'm granted life tomorrow, and start working with that energy of one and that energy of MULUC to have more balance. Because I've been working and accepting help to let go, to forgive, to not be bound and frozen in time and in stories, so that I can create from a more complete beingness as I continue to change, evolve, and grow. So, with that, let's take our 3 breaths together. Let's take just a small moment. Please, everyone, stay in your lanes. I will stay in mine. If you're driving, please don't be doing this. Do it later. And just assume a comfortable position. And as we're assuming that comfortable position, we're going to take 3 focused breaths together. In and out through the nose, and let's start now. In and out, bringing our mind into this time, into this space. In and out, bringing our bodies into this time, into this space. In and out, bringing our essence into this time and this space. With all 3 parts combined, we welcome them into the center of our heart, our beingness. And that beingness, we recognize that we are children of Mother Earth. So we give her ourselves, our breath, our minerals, our gratitude, our thanks. And as she receives us as a gift, we ask her to grant us a root and allow that root to come up in any shape or form that you've been taught. But remember, we are not digging into Mother Earth. We're allowing and accepting help. Accepting the presence, being graced by the presence of Mother Earth, as she is graced by our presence. As you allow that root to come up, we call in the energías of 13 and 1, right? The end and the beginning and that space in between. And we call in the energías of the Trecena that we're in, CIB, and the Trecena we will be in, MULUC, to come and unite, to teach us, to give us strength, to give us great vision of how to forgive, transition with grace, and move into a place of equilibrium. And that place of equilibrium is grace. How can I hold fire and water in balance, in neutrality? How can I hold the 2 sides of myself, or the many sides of myself, but we do come from a very binary world in more balance. How can we hold all those things that are binary, right, for us, wherever you live in the world, whatever that means, and it's different culturally, in balance. So I can live in the middle of all of myself, allowing all of myself to participate, not from reacting, but from an energía of conscious creation. So you must consciously be responsible for everything here, for everything here, for everything here. And your action or inaction regarding circumstances, situations, and the creation of your reality. We'll take one more moment here. Oh, sit up straight. Let that energy run through. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And with that, we'll start closing it down as we thank the guardians of all the directions, all the guardians above, below, and within. And we thank the energía of CIB, MULUC 1 and 13 for being with us. With that, we release the root from Mother Earth, thanking her for gracing us with her presence. And we take our 3 breaths in and out through the nose again, thanking our essence for being in this time and in this space. In and out through the nose, thanking our bodies for being in this time and this space. In and out through the nose, thanking our minds for being in this time and this space. Put your hands together, bring that fire and that water in balance, placing it over your heart. As we bow to our ancestors, as we bow to each other, as we are all graced by each other's presence. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. With that, again, my name is Marita, one who catches lightning with the Path of IX, here on the Mystic Curanderismo page. Here over at my pages, Path of IX is IX. Eesh is the jaguar. If you're interested in walking in circles like that and learning more about how to hold that balance and that equilibrium of that place of grace, to walk the path of radical self-love, we have a circle that is open, that is still allowing and accepting people to join. This is our 6-month mystery school called Jaguar Tree, where the next 6 months we will be studying the time of the West and the time of the North, the time of the shadow and the time of the ancestors. It is a very intense, amazing, life-changing space. I'm still accepting applications. #Jaguar if you're interested in joining. Everything that is taught has the permission from the elders and from my teachers. And just so you know, I give back. So the money goes towards restoration of land here in Hawaii. The money goes back to the elders and to the teachers. If they're not alive, then that money goes to something that they helped. So just so you know, join the community, become part of the community, become part of this movement of radical self-love over at the Path of IX, Jaguar Mystery School. #Jaguar if you're interested in joining us and sitting with us. I will send you the link. Please apply. Please check your spam. I usually respond within 48 to 72 hours to every email, to every application. And sometimes it gets stuck. So just so you know, if you've applied, I reply to everyone. I'd love to see you in the circle, sit with you in the circle, learn from you, learn together as we all learn to walk step by step the path of radical self-love. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you to all the ancestors, to all the wisdom, to all the elders, to all my teachers who have given me permission to share this wisdom with you. Shade. Mahalo, everyone. See you in the circle. #Jaguar if you want to join. Bye.